Yeah, and I think it also sometimes, this is not often, but sometimes you have to make the decision as to whether or not you want to engage in that transaction. Sometimes it may not be right for the community. A transaction, you can, if you are worried about just doing a transaction, you will never build that business. You will never build the community. And at RAND, one of the, our motto is building better communities with RAND Commercial. And so if someone said to me, Paul, I'll spend any amount of money to buy that piece of property over there because I want to put a waste site there, I would turn them down because I live and work and play here, and that wouldn't be a good transaction for me to engage in.
Or for everyone you love who lives here.
Right. Well, you have to think about that. You have to think about what your transaction is going to leave in its wake. Because commercial transactions create a large wake, right? I mean, it can create traffic, it can create pollution, it can create, some kind of disadvantage to a neighborhood or something. So sometimes you have to do that, and particularly if a client is not being reasonable about what would happen. So we've done that in the past. Of course it hurts because you're thinking about what you gave up. But really, did you give up anything if you build the trust of your community? And we're very honored that many of the nonprofits, many of the religious organizations of every denomination and municipalities have hired us because I think they know that we'll fight hard, but we'll do the right thing.
So in a way, you are saying you are giving back to the community, and the community can flourish because you support it and you look after them. That's exactly what's happening. You are looking after the community to make sure that it will preserve and keep going and growing the way it is, that it's so great for everybody.
Well, that's right. The stronger that our community is, our nonprofits, our healthcare institutions, our mental health institutions, all of the different components that make the beautiful mosaic of our community, the stronger that is. I know it's not just totally altruistic, but the stronger the community, the better the real estate market.
That is true. And it affects everybody, and residential real estate.
Oh, of course. And I want to be clear about something. Business, commercial real estate world follows residential. People have a misnomer or a misconception that Google opens up a building or a plant or a factory here in Rockland County and then people are going to move here. It's quite the opposite. They look and see what the residential market is like and who's moving in and how educated is your residential base. What cultural institutions do you have? What are the educational standards? And then they decide if that community is right for them.
That's a great strategy. So the way I look at it, like to summarize everything we were talking about, commercial real estate really is all about the right strategy for the right neighborhood, for the right company, and for the right area. And you and your agents, I'm sure you train them well, you are looking after the community, and you are doing all your transactions, if you will. They're not just for the transaction's sake. They are for better the community and better the residential real estate in your area.